Yes, 2 quiet overs so far. The pressure building up, the asking rate going up. I think they've got to redress that situation very quickly.
I think he's going to address it all right. And pounds it over the fence. 6 more.
Which is a flat 6. I think Watches saw him coming and fired in a slightly quicker one. There it is. But he still went ahead with the shot. It was the right length as well. It was the length where he could get under it and whack it over long on. That 6 was needed.
As he comes again down the wicket, but Voges is fuller, a little bit flatter. Tendulkar unable to get
experienced bowler. Think of the length that he should be bowling.
Tendulkar comes down too. I think he's found the gap. He sure has. Another 4 for Sachin Tendulkar.
Yes, and what a lovely shot this is. Rogers trying to angle the ball into his pads, but Tendulkar up to it. And he knows that there's a big gap there. Look at the way he's just used his bottom hand to power the ball away.
As he comes down again. Just the single. Out to the long off. Well. He's picked up 4 of those. And another boundary. To the great man. It's all working out tonight. I'm sure the Australians, they knew that the great man, there was something in him. We hadn't seen it early. But he's pulling out his best tonight.
Well, if he had a bit of bad luck, or a little bit more than a bit of bad luck in the previous game, he needs a bit of luck here. It's 2 runs so far.
He's a type of bowler where you're not expecting it. Doesn't come on, having to force the pace a bit. James Bowley, you certainly don't want to get out to him. As he runs that down. Wonderful cricket shot. Using the lack of pace. Just give a feel. This is just going down the wire. It's now 116 runs required off 96 balls, and that boundary from Sachin Tendulkar. On the top left, as you can see, using his hands and power. Extremely balanced. His feet also. And picking the ball up a length. Wonderful collection of cricket shots on display tonight. Wonderful array of colour.
Little premeditated. Didn't quite come off.
Catch it!
Oh, almost. Got a hand to it. If he had taken that, that would have been sensational.
Great fielding on the boundary too. Here it is again. Got a tip of a finger on it. And then a combination of long off and long on.
Counting now. That kind of a shot is on. Because you get your pad outside the line of the off stumps, you can't be LBW.
It's almost as if he's targeted Hussey to try and hit him just behind square. There's a man at short fine leg and there's a man in front of square on the boundary. So behind square's 4.
This time he's played it very fine. 4 to end that over. 8 runs off it. 254 for 4. Perfectly. Beautifully done. He's got a lot of sweep shots that he plays. He can play it fine. He can play it. The outside edge, and that's going to carry for 4. He wanted to go over the infield, straight over, extra cover or mid-off. Another important boundary.
Certainly where he was aiming, wasn't it? Over. Extra covers head for 4. Finds the outside edge, but his hands are fast. And it just flies away over slip.
Well, that boundary is taken in. That's going to be 4. 152, Sachin Tendulkar made room for himself and really powered that past extra cover.
Well, we're all very, very privileged, whether you're in the ground, behind a microphone, or wherever you are in the world, to be watching what could well turn out to be one of the all-time great innings in the limited over 50 over game, the ODI game. And yet there are those that say this game is dying.
The last thing that you can imagine is that this game is dying. Oh, that is masterly. That's unbelievable. There are two fielders there, short third man and backward point. Somehow he's managed to get it right through those two.
How much do you open the blade? Just enough to avoid the fielder. That's how much. And that's how skillful this little man is.
Fantastic ability. Well, he's hit it straight. Raina is wanting to the second. He's coming back for what can be tight. Completes it. 12 from the over. 10 to go, and it's now 276 for 4. 6 wickets in hand. Oops, if that hits, he was gone. Just the one wicket to aim at from that angle, but the Australians have not managed to hit when they needed to.
Cameron White, the man.
This is the 4th time Sachin Tendulkar has scored in excess of 150. Equals Jayasurya's world record. Oh, he's played that fine. There's no fielder there. 4 more. How he moved across his stumps. He's just anticipating every delivery now.
He's just in such control of the situation. He knows if he misses that, he's out. Stone dead, LBW. It doesn't look like missing it.
This partnership in 69 from 56 balls is now what's required. Oh, sensational! There are people standing up all around me in the box and clapping. This is that kind of an innings.
Just how beautiful is this stroke? It's just orthodox cricket. Whack. Through the line. He'd have played this shot on a Wednesday afternoon in a test match when he only had 24. There it is to hit. Sensational.
He's going to get that single and keep strike. 11 from the over, 287 for 4.
Oh, Tendulkar would have been gone. Didn't even bother trying to get back to the non-strikers end. It's Ricky Ponting again.
Well, the fielding has been magnificent, but they haven't hit the stumps tonight, the Aussies. The game would have been all over had they. Look at that. Even the skipper can't hit them tonight.
Spare a thought for Clint Mackay. His one-day international debut. He's got the task of bowling to Sachin Tendulkar. 175 off just 140 balls. Here he goes. Tendulkar gets under it, gets high. And taken. That is the end of Tendulkar.
I think it was a slow delivery that did him in. If Mackay had bowled at his usual pace, he would have been able to use the pace. But it was the slow delivery. So you see, he's actually had to try and work a little bit more. There, he's trying to hit it. Normally, you just help the ball along. Now, he tried to hit it, and all he managed to do was hit it up in the air. And that slower delivery from Mackay doing the trick finally. Tendulkar very, very disappointed. Maybe he got it at the Q end of the bat as well. But what an innings. What a display. How privileged we have all been to witness this innings. 175 India 332 for 7.
Well, Sachin, what can we say? We were really privileged to watch maybe you at your best. What would you say?
Yeah, I mean, I thought, we started off really well and then lost some wickets in between, and Suresh and we had a good partnership. But in the end, it was disappointing.
Yes, disappointment apart, would you classify this innings as one of your best?
Yeah, I would say so. I was striking the ball pretty well, and the fact that we were chasing 351, so there was constant pressure on us of keeping up to the run rate, and we managed to do that, and took the game quite close.
Yes, close indeed. In fact, we feel privileged to have watched a cricket match such as this. Now tell me, what goes on in your mind, especially when in the middle overs, when you lost those 3 quick wickets, Dhoni, Gautam and Yuvraj?
Well, it's part of the game. I mean, you can't expect any player to score runs in all the games he plays. But I thought, Suresh has a terrific talent. He can play some big shots. And if we get the partnership going, then, we can always take the game as close as possible. And then with power play, you never know. Game can swing anyway.
I've got to ask you this. What is your motivation? How do you power yourself to situations like this?
Well, it's the passion. I care about playing for India. It's always been a dream, and I'm absolutely honored that I've been able to do that for the last 20 years.
Yes, indeed, it was an honor for all of us, Sachin, and we wish you very many more such innings. Thank you very much.
Thank you.